Hey guys, want to check out the Black Rider? Huh? This is this is the Black Rider, right? Gotta be. Yeah? Huh? I mean, according to prosecution, this is the Black Rider. What up, guys? Total Control 871. Partial victory. Failure to stop was overturned and vacated. The remaining two were upheld. I guess it's better than a complete rout. And yeah, obviously, I mean, I could definitely do a little bit better in the maintenance department with the Black Rider, but it is by no means that kind of catastrophe. As expected, prosecution made it a part of their linchpin, part of their cornerstone of their argument that the speed of the cyclists coming off of old Egg Harbor Road into Fire Road, making that right-hand turn, that in addition they claim that the cyclists did not stop. Obviously that's bullshit, and they claim that because the cyclist was moving too fast. I had to argue very long and hard that the cyclist is not our poorly kept Specialized. That's a shame too. They should really take care of that bike. That's a Specialized frame. That's a good frame. But the Black Rider is not a Walmart bike. The Bike Rider is a premium bicycle, and at the risk of tooting my own horn, I'm no slouch behind the handlebars and in the saddle. Judge Rosenberger's own words, Mr. Dunbar, you sure can move that bicycle. Yes, I can move that bicycle. Hey, I'm not ready to sign up with the Tour de France or any of the Grand Tours, mind you. I'm just a commuter, a vehicular cyclist, and I obey the laws whenever possible. Okay, so failure to stop has been tossed out. They are still saying that you would have to listen to the language. When I get the transcript, because yes, this will be appealed up in Trenton. When you listen to the language that both prosecution and Judge Taylor used, they kept saying that you moved across all these lanes of traffic. Duh! I'm a vehicle in the road. I've got the right to do it. And that's kind of our linchpin. That's the problem where both prosecution and the two judges thus far are having difficulty understanding that I am not in the way of traffic. I am traffic. I have a right to be in the road. I have a right to cross the road. I just do it legally. So the what do you call it? The exit entrance. It's a tough nut to crack. The problem, the reason why I find it so difficult, so unbelievable, from that I would use the exit rather than the entrance. They're right next to each other, so I don't really quite get it. Why I would go in one and not the other. I mean, it's literally right there. And the problem that's created is that, okay, how can I say this? So you'll have your exit, and okay, it goes like round, points out, and in the middle, it's weird. So you'll have your exit and entrance. Exit, entrance. Copy? All right. And in the middle is a do not enter, okay? Do not enter. But what makes it weird is that out, you see, from when because Sheppard's is coming this way, right? And from that angle, it looks like the two do not enter signs are there, but it's not. It's there and it's one out. It's actually out you, but so it kind of creates an optical illusion. Point is that it does not reach the level of reasonable doubt. Okay, it does not reach reasonable doubt. You cannot vilify me for moving across the lanes. Again, she kept saying, she kept calling Sheppard's testimony as credible. This man lied repeatedly in his testimony, yet she keeps calling it credible. Why? Because these judges, they don't want to create a toxic environment between themselves and law enforcement. Like I say, they go in prejudiced. You'd like to think that they check their bias at the door. So you go in prejudice. Hey, it's a miracle that I was able to get the failure to stop lift. I mean, there was just, so I basically needed a fucking avalanche of physical evidence. You know, we spoke about it. The building, the terrain. In other words, she would look like an idiot were she to rule. And the rest of the stuff where, although I'm trying not to sit here and name call, but they just told you that the cyclist went diagonal or perpendicular when the video shows that 90-degree right angle turns were made, and yet you do not wish to acknowledge this. Why? 'Cause you're biased. That's why. All right. I'm disgusted. It's more for Trenton. More for Trenton. On my way out, I got some encouraging words. I won't say from who or where or what. They were just encouraging words. It was off the record convo, so. But anyway, appeal, definitely an appeal. I'm sorry, but Sheppards can't get away with his lies. I have a right to the road. I am not in the way of traffic. I am traffic. So, there you go. All right. Oh, everything hurts. All right, our flags are lowered. Half staff here. Senator McCain was indeed a very good man. Little quick FYI. Both sides of these campaigns, they did it to each other. You know, McCain's people went out to the Obama polling stations. We're going back to like, what was it, 09 or something like that. 08, I gotta sit back down. And they embarrassed, so each side, they embarrassed each other's people. So you had McCain's people, not necessarily McCain himself, but anyway. They go out and they ask, what do you like about Obama? And basically, of course, people, they were voting for Obama. They knew nothing of his policies. They couldn't articulate anything. They just simply voted for him because he's black, and it was true. However, that being said, Obama's people did it to McCain's people. They were voting. They couldn't articulate a single thing that McCain, policy, nothing. They were just voting because he was white. That being said, I listened very closely to debates between Obama and McCain, and you guys know me, I don't support a particular race or political party. Had McCain have articulated a little bit better as to what he can do to help people and what he can do to help people help themselves, those two things, had they have done that, then I probably would have been more inclined to vote for McCain, I'll vote for a Republican if a Republican is, but I never got anything from him. Obama at least had some sort of plan together. He had Obamacare, he had a bunch of stuff. He had a plan, and I knew then, when I voted for Obama, that probably half the shit that he said is not going to happen, but at least he had a plan. Democrats, take note of that. You are going into midterms and 2020 What is your message? What is your plan? You know, start talking to me. All right, guys. We're gonna be appealing this. Fight the machine. Fight everything. We got a partial victory. I don't know. I go back to camp. I don't know, man. Open up a Mountain Dew. I don't know. What am I gonna do? You get tired of fighting. You really do. It wears on you. It's very difficult, and I really don't know how much more I have left inside of me. I'm just tired, and I'm wore down. All right, guys, that's it. Total Control 871.